Thank you very much for joining. So we gonna continue our journey with Yalla Salesforce, learning about Salesforce in more depth, going through the different career paths. And I wanna thank all the attendees making it that early. And I want to thank as well Military Trailblazers for collaboration with us to expand our reach and serve more people and extend our reach to the military community. So thank you very much for all the efforts making it happen. So we just a quick brief about Yalla Salesforce. We started this program like 2 months ago, and the whole purpose was to build the habit of learning, and specifically around Salesforce. So I am a big fan personally for Trailhead. So, and I found that it was like a big challenge for me in the beginning to how to reach to Ranger, how to reach to all of these higher ranks and understand more about Salesforce and getting all of these certificates. And I was always wondering how those people that have 20 and 30 certificates make it at some point. And one of the guiding principles for Yalla Salesforce, it's all about this building the habit and the daily small increments, which will lead to all of that. So our goal in here to cover go through Trailhead modules, started the journey from the beginning. And I personally deeply believe that Salesforce for everyone. So there are many career paths that whatever you are coming from. I personally came from data and integration space and kept learning, and now I'm Salesforce architect. So if I made it from non-Salesforce architect to a Salesforce architect, it's again, you can be the same journey and you can build your own path and your journey your way. And it's all about this consistency of learning. All right. So what we're gonna do, we built this trail mix, and we're gonna start from the beginning, navigating through Trailhead, going through different career paths, and we'll go through this. We'll keep incrementing to this trail mix, which I'll put here in the chat, and I'll put it as a comment for the video once we publish it. So this trail mix, we started to add small pieces. We are putting the story together. Sometime when you want to start Salesforce journey, it's overwhelming. Where can I start? And what will be the right sequence? And I can see a lot of certificates, and some uncertainty might be there. So we will help you to learn together. And if you didn't build your daily habit to have like a module every day, at least we will build a weekly habit to go through some of those ones together until we reach to the Ranger. Any questions about Yalla Salesforce or what we are trying to achieve? Sounds perfect. All right. So we started with a brand new account. So we are resetting all our ranks, and we are doing this new account for Yalla Salesforce where we had 0 points, 0 ranks, and we're gonna understand more while we are going those modules, and we're gonna learn them together. So we're gonna start from your guide to Trailhead. So it's a module which is mainly navigating you through Trailhead and the different offering from Trailhead. So once you register to Trailhead, and this is again the link for Trailhead if you are not already in Trailhead, this is the free learning platform for Salesforce, where you can self-learn everything from 0 to hero in Salesforce across different products they are offering and different skills, and even go beyond just the technology part of it. It covers even if you want to have a better sleep habits, if you want to have financial freedom. You will find a lot of trails and modules that will help you to be just a better version of yourself. So how can we start? You can log into Trailhead using your social or username and password. And once you are in here, and what we are doing right now, we are recapping. So if you are interested in very detailed sessions around those modules, so you can see it on our YouTube channel. All of these previous sessions are already recorded in YouTube. But we're gonna recap because we stopped over the last couple weeks, and we have this new collaboration with military community members. So it's good to just recap all what we covered in the previous sessions. All right. So this Trailhead, this will be the landing page where we'll tell you where you are based on your study journey. It's gonna recommend for you some modules in here and some new technologies like data cloud, some AI technologies. And let's jump to the learn. So learn, Trailhead is like consists of multiple modules, and every module like cover certain topic. So if you need to learn more about accounts and contacts, this will be the module for you. If you are looking for Salesforce pricing, this is another module. So it's like a small pieces of modules that will help you to understand certain topic. And you have a lot of filters in here, which will help you based on your role, based on your level, based on the product you are looking for, and so on. All of these filter criteria can help you if you need to learn a specific subject. And with those modules, those mainly at the end of every module, you might have multiple questions that you need to answer in order to pass it, or you might have a hands-on experience, a hands-on task that you need to do in order to pass this module and prove that you understand what this subject is about. Other offering from Trailhead is the projects. Projects is mainly hands-on. It's guided steps, which you're gonna follow. You will need to follow in order to finish this specific task. So if we open the anyone, prepare your environment, it's gonna tell you, go there, go click here, click there, and then at the end, you verify your steps, and then you're gonna capture those points. Any questions so far? All good? Perfect. So modules and projects, those are like the core features for Trailhead. And when we bundle all of these together, we're gonna end up with trails. So if I'm interested to be an admin and I'm looking for, I can go as easy in here and say, I am admin beginner and I want to just to do this global search. So it's gonna end up with trail in here. Trail means it's a collection of modules and projects together, bundled in order to achieve this admin beginner. So admin beginner, if I need to understand more about Salesforce and how to administrate it, and we're gonna see right now, we will jump straight to Salesforce to see what Salesforce is and what admin means and the different career paths and so on. So, but for now, if I want at some point to understand admin at the beginner level, I need to go for a trail. And within this trail, I will need to go through all of these modules. And once I achieve it, I will earn this trail. So before we continue with Trailhead, let's jump to Salesforce. Let's jump to Salesforce and see what Salesforce is about and what is Salesforce in general. So this is a free org for Salesforce. Hey, Jason, thank you very much for joining that early. All right. So this is Salesforce. In Salesforce, it's mainly customer relationship management. The whole purpose when Salesforce started, before even being this big platform that had all of these products, it was mainly to, it's even from the name, it's a Salesforce, it's to manage the Salesforce. So started with an application called Sales Cloud or a product called Sales Cloud. And it was mainly to manage the customer relationship, know more about your customer, have this customer 360 view. If you need, if you are doing business with like companies, all of these companies gonna stored in here in Salesforce language in accounts. And within those companies, there will be a lot of people that work for this specific company. So if I open this, I will find that I am dealing with part of my business. I have a business with Burlington Textiles. And within those accounts, I have people working within this corporate. So Jack is one of those employees. He is a VP of facilities within this company. So within just one click within account, I will be able to tell that I have a business with this. I have a relationship with Jack. There is ongoing opportunity within it, and all of that within sales context. But over time, the product got evolved. So moved from sales and then to service to marketing. So if I did before, even if I'm starting the journey, we start our journey from having leads and we having campaigns and we have this lead generation and we are sending emails as campaigns, and then we guide the customer through journeys in order to get their attention and earned their business. And so Salesforce started to evolve from just being sales-centered product or customer relationship to expand this relationship, starting from marketing, and they had a product called Marketing Cloud. And then after the marketing, I had this lead, and then I did a conversion for that lead and ended up having an opportunity and account and contacts within Salesforce. Now I did this sale for this specific corporate, and now I had this opportunity and I closed it, and they need to service whatever I sold. So there is another product like called Service Cloud, which will give the customer the opportunity to create cases and connect with the contact center and open a case and start going through the case life cycle and so on. So Salesforce started with the sales and started to expand and expand and expand over time until we have all of these products. And again, the main goal was to build the customer relationship management. And on the top of that it became a platform where you can configure a lot of things. So if I need to move this field in this specific page from here to there or add a new field, this is what we were talking about. It's called the administrator. It's going to be the administrator role to do all of these customization and configuration within the platform in order to tailor it to your business needs. All right, any questions so far? All good? Sounds perfect. All right, so this is Salesforce and the life cycle, and we will get back to Trailhead to just to go through all of these trails that we covered in Yalla Salesforce. And please let us know if you have any questions. All right, we will start with the first one. We were sneak peek into learn and understanding the modules and project and trails. We saw how Salesforce looked like. Let's jump into the first module. And if you didn't do those modules, as we just mentioned in the beginning, that the whole purpose for Yalla Salesforce is to go through those modules together, cover any questions. If there is anything that they sometimes got through some new concepts which you might not be familiar, so please feel free to ask and let's dig deep into it. So we're gonna start from the beginning for your guide to Salesforce. We mentioned that when we go to learn, we have modules. And it's bite-sized units. It's for a specific topic. Projects are mainly hands-on practice through a Trailhead playground, and we'll cover what is the playground. But what I opened in here, it's a playground where I can play and try different functionalities from Salesforce. Trails are guided learning path where we bundle modules and projects by Salesforce, building those trails in order to have admin beginner. If I'm an admin and I want to start my journey, this is the trail would be for you, and it's a combination for modules and projects. Trail mix, exactly like what we are doing with Yalla Salesforce. We built this trail mix where we think that we need to bundle those things together in order to start your journey, your growth journey with Salesforce. So we bundle things together and we can publish it and make it public for people. And then we will jump to the credentials. So before we go to the credentials, let's jump to the different career path. So you will find in here a link called the career path. What this career path? It's exactly what we were talking about, that we have different options regardless where you are coming from. If you are coming from sales background, if you are coming from development background, if you are coming from marketing background, as we just mentioned, that Salesforce is for everyone regardless where you are coming from. I came into Salesforce ecosystem through the data and the integration. So if I explored the career path in here, so part of the Salesforce architecture tracks, you will find data architect and integration architect. And this is how I started, and then I started to evolve to other skills. Same thing for you. If you have business analysis background, AI background, data background, marketing background, you can do your own path. So we will scan those different career paths, and again, we're gonna go through a couple trails and couple modules that will cover it in more details. But Salesforce administrator, we go to Salesforce to purchase some licenses and to have Salesforce available for us. we will need to create users. We will need to maintain those users. We will need to create new fields. We will need to adjust this page to move things around. We need to add a calendar in here. We need to modify whatever came from Salesforce to tailor it to our business needs using configuration, no code. And I keep saying for the configuration part, I personally love to use the mouse more than the keyboard. So if you, like me, sharing the same passion about using the mouse, so the administrator will be the entry point for Salesforce ecosystem. Administrating that you will be using the mouse to move things around and configure it in order to help your business to grow their business. So this is the Salesforce administrator. Salesforce developer, if we try to use the mouse and we couldn't achieve what we are looking for, the next step is to customize by having a Salesforce developer who can develop things either in the back end, which will be doing some automations and so on, using a language called Apex, which is Java-like, or build UI components, which we name it in Salesforce ecosystem, like Lightning Web components. And this will need development skills, JavaScript, HTML, and so on. So if you are coming from any background, but you know JavaScript or HTML, so if you used to utilize those skill sets in different platform, you can exactly utilize the same skill sets in Salesforce. So this can be your entry. If you are a marketing expert, even with other technologies, and you want to manage, utilize those marketing skills, put it in Salesforce, you can do the same. So with the Salesforce consultant, you can be a sales consultant, you can be service consultant, you can be marketing consultant, and so on. Salesforce architect is the one who had the bigger picture, applying the best practices from security aspect, from identity aspect, from data architecture, from integration architecture. So the one who can say this should be a customization versus configuration. It's a single org. If we have Salesforce in the organization and we are serving multiple line of businesses, should it be a single org or should be multi-org? How can we authenticate people? How can we integrate with different systems to achieve this customer 360 view, and so on? So Salesforce architect, it can be an application architect or a system architect, and there are different aspects of the architecture that you can even be a solution architect, or you are dig deep into the code and best practices and how to build reusable components and all of these great stuff. Salesforce architect, if you have the same background, integrating and migrating and doing this identity and DevOps in different platform, again, you can utilize the same skill set, put it in Salesforce and do your own path. Salesforce designer, which will be mainly focusing on the user experience or the strategy if you are putting a new strategy for your program, and so on. Business analyst, those are the people who are bridging the gap between usually business and technology. So if you are if you like to dig deep into the business processes, write process map, current state, future state, and diagramming, putting user stories, full agile methodologies, and you like to bridge this gap between the business and technology, so this is the career path for you. Business analyst, you can do a business analyst again in another ecosystem, and you can utilize the same skills within Salesforce. Cybersecurity, marketing careers, sales careers, service careers, all of these are different career paths within Salesforce ecosystem. So that, in a nutshell, regardless what you are doing outside Salesforce, you can take the same skill sets, find your path, start with your comfort zone, what you know, and then start accumulate different skill sets in order to reach to your dream job. Any questions so far? Sounds perfect. All right. So where do we jump to the career paths? Because we were in the part of the trailhead, which will help you to study and achieve certain credentials, which will prove for your employers while you are trying to find your next job, that you are like lifelong learner, you got all the knowledge that will qualify you for that specific job. So with every career path of those ones, you will find a corresponding certificate or a super badge and superset. So let's start with the super badge. Super badge in nature is very close to the concept of the project. So the project is a guided steps that will guide you through hands-on to build something on Salesforce, but it gives you the step-by-step in order to achieve it. Super badge is different. Super badge is giving you a real business problem, and based on the prerequisites that usually required for this specific super badge. So if we open this one, it will tell you, in order to achieve this specific super badge, you need to study all of these prerequisites, which will be different modules, in order to achieve it. So there are prerequisites module to achieve that rank, and then will give you a real problem to solve based on what you learned for those prerequisites or other prerequisites. So it's a little bit different than the project, but the end goal is to do some hands-on task to achieve this rank. And this will be considered as rank. So when you apply for a job, you will say, I have 5 super badges, I have 10 super badges, I achieved the admin superset. So the next question, what is the superset? Superset is a bundle of those super badges together in order to have this superset. So if part of the career path, I decided to be an admin, part of the learning journey, and after I finish the admin beginner trail, I will go for the superset, and I will find that I have admin superset. So I got the theory part, I did the small tasks, I did the small projects, and the time is to put it all together to go in depth in all the admin aspects by doing business administration, lightning experience, security specialist, and all of these great stuff. And within every one, you might find another sub badges. So there's super badge and there's super badge unit. Super badge usually happens within a couple hours, like this one, 6 hours. But the new offering from Trailhead, and it's the same concept for small daily increments, gonna lead to this big success. So you will find a smaller one, user authentication specialist super badge. And within this one, you will find the unit. And usually the unit is achievable within 1 hour. So if achieving this big goal of being admin superset is a big goal and it needs like 30 hours of progress, the 1 hour might be achievable. So do 1 hour, and after a couple of days, you will end up with achieving your big goal. All right. So you will be able to see those ranks, and you will be able to tell whoever you are interviewing with that I have this specific rank. It's rank like a certificate. The next step will be the certifications. If my goal is to be Salesforce administrator or Salesforce architect or any one of those career paths that we talked about, and my goal is to be a Salesforce administrator, I started small with a trail. I did all the trails related to admin beginner, and you will find the admin intermediate, and you will find the admin advanced. You did all of these trails, and then it was the time to do hands-on, and you went to the super badges, and you did all of these supersets. It's time now to write the exam. Salesforce administrator exam is like for every certificate, you will find the exam guide, which will tell you exactly what will be the sections for the exam and what will be the weight for each part of this exam. And even the trail mix that will support, as we just mentioned now, the trail mix is the things we bundle together, modules and projects and so on. So you will find trail mixes, you will find super badges that will help you to understand the content and what they will be asking you within the exam. Usually it's like 65 questions or 60 questions in here, and it's 105 minutes, and it's in order to pass it 65%, and this is the fees and so on. So the exam guide will tell you in details everything you need to know in order to write this exam, from cost, from timing, from material, in order to get yourself ready for the exam. Any questions? Sounds perfect. All right. So back to the certifications. There are different career paths, and they introduced as well like an entry-level certificates before you dig deep into those specific career paths. And this is the associate certificates. So associate certificates usually is cheaper, and it covered like the baseline or the foundation that you will need to study in order to start your journey. So if you are looking into Salesforce Associate will be the entry point. And during our weekly sessions, we will be mainly covering a lot of content from the Salesforce Associate exam guide for those modules that would be prerequisites, prepare your Salesforce credentials, and you will find a lot of these modules that will be covering part of our weekly session. So this will be the entry point if you need to get into Salesforce. Same thing for AI. If you want to start your AI journey, AI Associate will be your entry point. Marketing, MuleSoft. We didn't mention MuleSoft before, so MuleSoft is the integration tool in order to do APIs development, API management. So this will be the tool for you. So if you need to make it, if you have an integration with any other technology like Apigee, like any other technology doing integration, and you need to make it to MuleSoft, this will be the entry point for you, with all the trails. Again, the same thing, all the preparation required in order to understand more about MuleSoft. You will hear API-led connectivity, you will hear endpoint studio, all of these great things around MuleSoft. You will be able to learn it in, this is the lighter version of MuleSoft developer exam. Any questions? Perfect. All right, back to the in here. So we cover modules, projects, trail mixes, super badges, and Salesforce certifications. I believe we are all experts. So if you didn't do this one before, go and you will find 2 questions in here because we are doing recap. So we did this module before, but if you didn't, let's learn and earn. So let's earn this badge together, since we learned all the details behind. All right, this was your guide to Trailhead. Trailhead Road to Ranger. And this will bring us to another point for how can we prove that we are learning and building these habits, and we understand those topics. So we mentioned super badges, super sets, certificates, but even the Trailhead ranking itself is enough to say, I have 200 badges. That means you learn 200 modules on Trailhead. How can we achieve this? And this is the trail for helping you to achieve this Ranger rank. So let's see the ranks. So if you went to your profile, and this is usually public, you can make it private, but this is your URL where you can put it even in your resume, so everyone can access and see which badges you already achieved. Those are the ranks. So when you register, you start with a scout. And once you learn one badge and earn 200 points, and we'll go again, what is badge and what is the points, you will be hiker, and you will go up in the rank until you reach Ranger. But a couple years ago, they started to evolve even beyond Ranger. So double star Ranger, triple, until you reach to the all-star Ranger. All right, how can we do that? The more badges is 100% aligned with the module. So if you achieve one module, you will get one badge. How about the points? With the more hands-on you're gonna apply, the more points you're gonna get. So if you will go for a project, you will earn more points than if you did a normal module. And if you did a module with multiple choice, you will earn less points comparing to the super badge. So the more hands-on, the more points. Accordingly, in order to rank up into Trailhead, you need to have the right balance between the multiple choice theory part plus the hands-on. And that's why if you looked into my profile now in Yalla Salesforce, you will find that we reached to the Explorer. Despite the fact we have 14 badges which can qualify us to the next rank, but I don't have enough points because we are still within our journey, within the theory part where we explain more about Salesforce in the theory side, not the hands-on side. But over the time, we will start doing this balance between the hands-on and the theory part of Salesforce ecosystem. Any questions? Sounds perfect. All right. So Trailblazer rank. Trailhead, we talked about the trailhead and the gamification regarding the points and ranks and what are the bite-size learning for modules and projects. We talked about how to learn on Trailhead. Yeah, there are how to learn Trailhead. So we can use this web interface, but you can use as well your phone. So with the hands-on, you will not be able to do those modules from the phone. But if I need to understand more about, let's say, Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, for you will find, or any module that will have multiple choice at the end, like even this one, you can do this through a phone. And you will find certain series of modules that called Quick Look. Quick Look are small, very small modules that usually it's like 5 minutes to cover, and you will earn 100 points. So if you need to know about a sneak peek about Salesforce pricing, this can be achieved over the phone. So if you are in a lineup or something and you have 5 minutes where you can utilize and be productive, so this module will be for you. So the Quick Look series will give you like a sneak peek about this specific functionality, and then at the end they're going to end up with 2-3 questions where you will be able to learn this specific topic. And as we mentioned, with every module you will get 1 badge, and you will get those 100 points since it's a multiple choice. So Trailhead Go is one of the great offering from Trailhead that will enable you to learn while you are on the go using your phone. What else? So we understood more about Trailhead. We understood more about Trailhead Go, Trailhead Academy. So Trailhead Academy in here, it's like learning from an expert. So Trailhead Academy, it's a Salesforce Trailhead team that they deliver like 3 days training, 5 days training. They have multiple offering, full day, half day, even across couple months. So they have different offering for Trailhead Academy, and this is paid training. Ranks, we talked about ranks and the every badge, it's a module, and how can we earn those points, and then how can we move up in the ranks, and it's all about the balance between the hands-on and the theory. The importance of reaching Ranger rank and beyond, again, it's all about to show your qualification, prove your learning. So we learned and we got this rank, and we have achieved all of these modules, and we did this super badge. So next one, plan your strategy for ranking up. And here saying with the small daily increments, you're going to achieve all of these great results. So number of days, you need 9 days, and you need points per day. Those are the points that if you learn it every day, you will be achieving this rank. And again, it's all about balance. You cannot just focus on the small modules, which will give you the number of badges, but it will not give you enough points to qualify. So let's put the plan, make your plan, and you will reach to your destination at the end. Choose your Trailhead content, and here it's just helping you how you do the math in order to put the plan for your goal. We talked about the filter criteria: most relevant, most points, newest, using or career path, admin, architect, or if you are looking for hands-on, or you are in a rush and you want a small ones that you can do it over the phone, and so on. So different offering. Trail mixes, we talked about trail mixes where we bundle things together, route to Ranger, best practices, and how you collaborate with people, how to be part of Trailblazer communities and being part of forums, have in-person meetings. They're a great community for Salesforce ecosystem, where you can join one of them in order to like be inspired by other people, and you yourself inspire other people, part of your journey. All right, last part will be the quest. So learn, and the quest should be in here somewhere. Yes, Trailblazer Quest. So this is a new offering as well, where you will learn and earn badges and earn something as well. You might be qualified to earn like a certificate voucher, a hoodie, a cup, something like that. So Trailblazer Quest, you will go if you are into like admin. So you will go in here and you will find like a trail mix that you will need to follow, that mark complete and watch all of these great videos, some references for materials, blogs, modules, and once you achieve it, you will be eligible to qualify to earn something from Trailhead. All right, and share your rank. So this is other way that once you rank up, you will be able to go to this rank avatar generator, and you can put your lovely picture within the rank you achieved. And once you do that, you can download it and publish it to Twitter, to LinkedIn, even for your profile in here in Trailhead. And again, you will find another multiple choice and you can earn this badge. Any questions? Sounds perfect. All right, next one. Salesforce credentials. It covers everything we talked about, and the credentials so far, as we agreed that it's mainly super badges. You will find admin supersets as well, which bundle a lot of super badges for admin and so on. You will find, and it's credential, so you cannot like record the solution or share it online. It's a credential. So part of our program, we're gonna help you to do the prerequisites for the super badge, but the super badge itself, in order to get all of these great points from the super badge, you will need to do it yourself because it's a credential. The second aspect of it is the certification, and the certification, we talked about it, and the only missing piece part of the certification, that most of the certification, with small exceptions, that it will be a multiple choice exam, with some exceptions, like the JavaScript one would require you to write the exam, but you will not get the certificate. You will not get this credential until you do a super badge. So it's a combination between a super badge to achieve and exam to write. Once you have those two, you will be earning this credential. Same thing for certified technical architect. You will need to study a lot, different architecture path, and then you will go for pre-exam, and then you will go for the committee and so on. So it has different process and journey to achieve this specific rank. But 95% of the exams are multiple choice question with some exceptions here and there. All right, this is the third module. If you don't have this as well, just go. You will find a couple questions and it should be straightforward after what we covered. Salesforce ecosystem. When we are talking about Salesforce ecosystem, it's not just about Salesforce themselves. Salesforce, in order to expand, they need customers and they need partners. Customers will go to Salesforce, get those licenses, and start making an impact to their businesses. And partners, and there are two types of partners, as I'm aware of. There are like, you can go for a partner in order to accelerate your Salesforce investment and accelerate your customizing your org to tailor to your business needs. So you can go for a partner who has some resources and a combination of skills for business analysts, designers, architects, developers, to just accelerate getting the ROI behind that investment. Or there are other type of partners who they are developing some products where they publish it in App Exchange. App Exchange is exactly like App Store or Google Store, where companies that do some products they published in there. Some of them are free, some of them are needs a license where you can download it to your Salesforce org as well to accelerate your implementation. So it's all about the team. It's all about the team. It's Salesforce themselves and their customers and their partners. Why we are saying that? Because again, in order for you to find your next job within the Salesforce ecosystem, you will explore all of these options in order to find your dream job. So you did all the study, you get all the certificates, you got all the super badges, and it's time to find the job. Those are the ecosystem that you will need to reach out in order to land your next job. All right. And the demand always high, and there are a lot of companies and so on in order with different career paths. So just do your part and explore the different opportunities within the Salesforce ecosystem. Again, you will find a quick one in here to earn. Next one we covered was the career development planning, and we covered most of it as well to understand the different career paths. But they started this section again with the same introduction. We said that every one of us has his or her own path to explore, and everyone is passionate about different things. So it's all about self-awareness and discovery for what you can do good and what you need to enrich and to need to study and strengthen and so on. So it's not just a one-way path that everyone will follow in order to achieve your goals. You need to explore and be passionate and curious to explore different things in order to achieve your goal. So it's all about discovery. Understand what you are passionate. Do you like being closer to the business? Do you like to be close to writing code? Do you need to be in meetings all the day? Do you need to just being in a silo working from home, taking a task and so on? Everyone is different, but all of the options are available. Once you discover, you need to put the plan together. And once you put the plan together, it's all about acting. Small daily increments are gonna lead to that big success at the end. All right. So know yourself. This is what motivates you. Everyone is different. And then let's put the plan together. Explore career options. Career options, we talked about it. So, and in order to know more about those career options, you will need to explore different things. So maybe I see that the AI is the new thing, that it's gonna transform all our businesses. So just check the market trends, and this may be the next step for you, that you need to invest in big data, you need to invest in AI, you need to invest in Internet of Things, and so on. A day in life, you can shadow someone and understand what will be the day-to-day activities and tasks that they're gonna do. So for architects, they will be like in meetings, being with the business, being with the technology, putting the big picture together, doing diagrams and so on. But for the developer, maybe just opening Visual Studio, and they are having so much fun with Visual Studio. So when you shadow or ask those different people within different career paths, they will be able to guide you how your life will look like, and this is gonna help you to decide what will be your next step. Do your research, and then understanding more about the tasks that every one of those personas or career paths would need. You need to capture in order to get it. Some of them are transferable skills or general skills, and some of them are very specific. So if I am mastering JavaScript and the Visualforce and Apex and Java and so on, so the developer is your career path. Those are not transferable. If I need to be a business analyst, I don't need to know JavaScript in depth. It's a good skill to have, but will not be a specialized skill for a business analyst. So here, helping you as well to know what are the specialized skills versus the general business skills to help you to decide what you like the most. And most probably we covered most of these career paths while we are talking about the career path. Once you do that, we mentioned that it's all about planning and learning from others, find a mentor, get into communities, create your own plan, and start to do this planning. Finally, land your next opportunity by acting. Update your resume, update your profile within Trailhead, make it public, make it shiny, add your projects, be present in the social media from LinkedIn, from Twitter, update your, once you achieve the rank, update your profile picture with the rank in there. So polish your personal brand. Put your profile, build your LinkedIn, build your Twitter, even in here, the marketplace, and connect with the recruiter. There are recruiters who are specialized in Salesforce ecosystem. And finally, check Salesforce ecosystem, Salesforce customers, partners, and start applying. And we deeply wish you all the very best. Any questions? Sounds perfect. All right. Now, we understand all of that. How can we get this self-awareness and put this plan together? And those are the modules that will guide us to put this big picture together. And it started from identifying your core values. And this is even what Salesforce did when they started their business. They started to have this visibility and self-awareness about their core values, and they document it so it's clear. It's the path for them. So if there is any doubts, they will be guided by their core values. And for Salesforce themselves, it's all about building the trust. And the trust is mainly trusting between you and your customer, trust between you and your community. And even Salesforce took it to the next level with the trusted.salesforce.com. It was about, they included even the transparency and the trusted.salesforce.com. It's a website that's publicly available. So if there's any issue within the platform, if there's any service that is down and so on. So part of the trust to be clear and transparent, and that's why they published trust.salesforce.com. Customer success, they focus on the customer success, innovation, continuous innovation, and doing the research and like evolving their platform from product to another, and this continuous innovation. Equality, regardless what is your background, your color, your gender, and so on. Everyone is equal. And even Trailhead is one of those, I'm considering it one of those equality tools that they have, because they made the learning available for everybody. Sustainability is to take care of our Mother Earth and achieving the net zero. So those are the core values. Define your core values, which gonna guide you throughout your journey. The next one was V2MOM. V2MOM is the alignment tool for Salesforce for internal employees. And it's all about its vision, values, methods, obstacles, and measures. So it's a great tool. And if you scroll down to the resources, you will find a bundle where you can start to download it and start like journaling your vision and value and methods and obstacles and so on. So in the beginning of the year or in the beginning of the month, you start putting all of the things and review it and be vocal about it. And this is the first V2MOM that Salesforce published when they established their company. So they were looking for a world-class organization, time to market, and all of these great values. And in order to achieve it, these are the how, these are the methods that we're going to follow in order to achieve these great values. And they expected that they will face some obstacles. So those are the obstacles. And finally, in order to like quantify your success and make sure that you are in the right track, those are the measures that you will be checking at the very end to see where are you from your journey. So this is V2MOM, and you will find V2MOM pack as well. And even in the career path, while you are doing ACT and Explore and Discovery, you will find as well one of the resources that you can download, the career path pack, which will help you as well to write your thoughts and plan your career. So it's all about getting aligned, get inspired, and get talking. And you will find that this module is very important part if you are if you want to achieve the business analyst certificate at some point, and you need this always alignment within the organization. So V2MOM is one of the tools for the business analyst and for the people who are putting the strategy for the company together to have this clarity and alignment. So V2MOM absolutely the one of the great tools that will help you to achieve that. Part of the measures, it's a smart measures. That means it has to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. So those are the when you will need to evaluate your measures, it need to like tick all of these boxes in order to be a smart measure. All right, share your V2MOM with manager to give this alignment, share it with your peers, talk about it, keep evaluating, publish it, and be committed to it. Manage the V2MOM. Again, we mentioned there is a pack in here that you will be able to download, and there is as well App Exchange application where you can download it to one of your playground as well, and you will find V2MOM where will help you to put those vision and value together, even in Salesforce. All right, I believe we will go for this very quick one. We covered the most of the career paths already, and we will go for the career marketplace. Career marketplace is a new offering. So if you went to your profile and you want to build your resume in Salesforce site, that this marketplace that you can enable, make it career mode on, and this will be like your profile within Salesforce, where they connect the employers with people are seeking for a new job or a new challenge. So you build your portfolio in here, you put your lovely picture in there, you put where you are open for a job and which locations, and you put your experience, and it's gonna integrate automatically with your profile. It's gonna capture here how many certificates you have, how many super badges. That's why we were saying those ranks are very important to be achieved, because this is like it gonna build up your resume, your career path, your motivators, all of the act and the discovery and self-awareness. You can document all of that within here. So it's gonna to put the full story together, and the experiences, education, projects. And once you do that, this will be publicly available for and you can preview it as an employer looking for an employee. So this will be your profile within Salesforce ecosystem. So this is and this is specific module will help you to go through all of these great details. And from employer perspective, from employee perspective, and at the very end, as usual, once you achieve that, you can earn this specific badge. And finally, all of these career paths, we talked about admin, BA, marketer, architects, and so on. So maybe next time we will summarize as well the Trailhead Playground Management and Salesforce CRM, since those are a little bit longer and they will not be able to do it within the next 3 minutes. But we're going to start with those, and we're going to continue our journey with Salesforce and the Salesforce.